What's up? If you're watching this video, that means you're about to start 80-day obsession and you are probably wondering what the heck you need to be doing. So it's really simple, but at the beginning, it's a lot of information and I want to make sure you know what you're doing. So I'm going to set you up for success every phase and I'm going to send you a video every phase. So this video is all about getting started right, phase 1 stuff, and that's it. And then we'll focus on phase 2 when it gets here, and then we'll focus on phase 3 when it gets here. So we're going to focus on one chunk at a time. I want to show you a couple things where you can locate all the materials in which I have asked you to locate. So I sent you a Getting Started Right email with a checklist, okay? And some of you might be like, how do I get to these things? So I'm going to show you how you can get to the program materials to help you get started with your food plan and to help you figure out what you're going to do workout-wise and things like that. So give me a second to share my screen. Okay, so what you're going to do is first, in order to access your workouts, you need to go to beachbodyondemand.com or download the Beachbody On Demand app onto your phone or download it onto a Fire Stick or a Roku, and you can access your workouts through there. All your workouts will be, if you click workouts when you get there, click on 80-day obsession, and then the workout list, you'll hit play. For your program materials, you're going to click on program materials once you're in the 80-day obsession workout. So you're going to click on that, and then here's all these wonderful PDFs that they've created for you, okay? I'm going to take you through some of them. First that you need to be looking at is your starter guide. Let me make sure I'm on the starter guide. Yep, here it is. So this is what it'll look like. And as you scroll through it, she's going to tell you kind of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be working out. We're going to be time nutrition. We're going to know what a refeed day is, but that's not until phase 2. And we're going to be taking care of ourselves. First thing she has you do is take your before photos, and that's what I'm going to have you do too. So take your before photos. Bathing suit is the best option for before photos. If you're uncomfortable with a bathing suit, you can always do shorts and a sports bra, but please don't cover yourself up, okay? You're going to regret that in the end. So to take your before photos, take them somewhere where it's not super cluttered, so like on a blank wall if you can. Have somebody else take them for you, and well-lit room, and do like a front pose, a side pose, a back pose, okay? Then you're going to take your measurements, and you're going to record your measurements here. So I would, if I were you, print this out and record your measurements. So today, what's your chest? Today, what's your arms? And then at the end of the phase 1, we'll do it again. Phase 2, we'll do it again. And then obviously on day 80, we'll do it again. So make sure you're printing this sheet out for your measurements. The next thing you're going to do after you do that is you're going to calculate for your food plan. So you're in phase 1 right now, so ignore this phase 2 and 3 calculation. Just focus on phase 1. You are going to weigh yourself. Yes, you need to weigh yourself. Put your weight here. You're going to multiply that number by 11, and that's going to give you your caloric baseline number. So once you figure out what your caloric baseline is, you're going to take that number and you're going to add 600 to it. So these numbers, this 600 kind of came from, average of what you're going to burn in a workout. So she's adding this number, and that's going to give you your maintenance calories. This is for everyone who wants to maintain, just wants to tone. So if that's you and we talked and that was your goal to maintain and tone, build more strength, you're not necessarily looking to lose any amount of weight, then you would stop here and you would focus on only this number. You wouldn't go any further. If you are doing this for weight loss, you're going to move on. You are going to take that maintenance calorie number and you're going to subtract 750 from it. This is the number you're going to focus on, your calorie target. So once you figure out what that number is, you're going to scroll down and you are going to see the different plans right here. So let's say your number fell in this range, the 1,500 to like 1,800 range, okay, $17.99. You would be in plan B. So this would be the plan in which you're going to follow throughout phase 1. So you can see the different ranges, just figure out which one you're in, and that's one you're going to eat out of. So once you've figured that out, you can keep reading through this, just giving you some more awesome stuff, talking about the performance line. But once you figure that out, you will then go back to the program materials, scroll down until you find your plan. So if you're in plan B, you'll click on plan B. And this is what it'll look like. So when you go through plan B, it's going to give you all the good stuff, information. So you can take a look at the index, table of contents. Here is where you're going to know how many of each container you're going to eat in a day. So if you're in Plan B, you will have 4 greens, 3 purples, 4 reds, 3 yellows, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 4 teaspoons. These colors are coordinated with food groups. These are your veggies, the green, fruit is your purple, red is your protein, yellow is your carb, blue is a healthy fat, orange is seeds and salad dressings, and teaspoons are your nut butters and oils. So once you take a look at that, she is going to give you some example time nutrition schedules. Okay, so what you need to do next is after you've done all of that, you need to figure out what time of the day you're going to work out. So if you are going to work out in the morning, then you need to give me a specific time as to when you're going to be working out, because you're going to build all of your meals around your workout blocks. You'll see here, this is this example's workout block. So you'll see your workout, you're going to do a pre-workout meal, and these are the containers you're going to eat in that meal. You are going to drink your Energize. You are then going to work out. And then after you work out, you're going to have a fruit and your recovery drink. After your fruit and recovery drink, you're going to have your post-workout meal. So this is all happening around your workout. All right. So it says you need to eat your pre-workout meal 60 to 90 minutes before you work out. You don't have to do that. So you can technically eat this, like eat and then go work out right away. You don't have to wait this time period. This is just recommended for people who might not be able to digest their food very well. So they might get a little nauseous when working out. I'm totally fine with eating right before I work out. I don't get sick. It's all good. So I guess you'll just have to test that out. But this is the recommended time if you feel that you might get nauseous. Okay. Then you're going to work out after you eat that and wait your time or whatever. You're going to work out. You're going to drink your Energize 20 to 30 minutes before. You could drink it 10 minutes before. It works pretty like instantaneously. Then you're going to work out. And when your workout's over, like I said, you do your recover. And then 1 to 2 hours after you're done working out, you are going to eat your post-workout meal. Notice the pre and post-workout meals are the exact same container combination. So those should be pretty easy to plan. And then after you're done working out, if you're working out in the morning, this is an example for morning, you will then eat all the rest of your meals. So you will be eating meal option 1, 2, and 3. Here are the containers for those meals. So meal option 1 has a purple, red, and a teaspoon. Option 2 has a green, red, and a blue. Option 3 has a green, red, yellow, blue teaspoon, or green, red, yellow, orange teaspoon. So these meal options don't have to go in this order. So she has 1, 2, 3 like this. You could do 3, 1, 2 if you wanted to. You could do 3, 2, 1. It doesn't matter. These can be arranged whatever. Just make sure you're eating the right containers for those. You don't have to do this nighttime supplement unless you want the performance recharge. It's not like mandatory, but this is what you would do 30 minutes before bed if you decided to do that. So she gives you a lot of examples, and here's just some examples of some food that you could have. And you can look through that, and I'll explain that part in a second. But she also gives you some more examples. If you scroll down, just ignore all that. That's for peak week and things. We don't need to worry about that. Here's a meal planner. If you want to fill your food out using this, you can print and look at. But here are all the workout block examples. So if you keep scrolling till you see workout block examples, she does an AM morning, a midday workout block schedule. She does an evening workout block schedule. So make sure that you are looking at these to help you do yours. And then she also does one if you're not doing the performance line. So if you're not drinking Energize and you're not drinking Recover, this is what you would do if you weren't doing any supplements and how you would eat throughout the day. So make sure you're taking a look at that. So that would be Plan B. Now, to figure out what foods to eat, you are going to click on the food list. And I think I have the food list up. I'll just click it again. So here's your food list. This is everything that goes in the containers. So for example, here's everything you can have for your green container, your purple, your red, your yellow, your blue, orange teaspoon. Then keep scrolling. Refeed day, which we'll worry about later. Don't worry about that now. Shakeology bases. So what you're going to mix with your Shakeology, coffee and tea, water, and then free foods as well that don't count. So when you look at the food list, I recommend printing this and putting it on your fridge. And I also recommend going through and highlighting all the items in which you like. That way you get used to the food list and you know what's on it. The foods listed at the top, okay, the ones at the top are the ones that are higher in nutrients than the bottom. So try not to eat all from the bottom. Now, the foods from the bottom are so great, but they put them in an order for a reason. So these ones have higher nutrients, fiber, and all that good stuff up here. So make sure you're doing that. That's your food list. If you are a vegan, there is a vegan food list as well. So you can click on this one, and it just has some different options for your red, and then also yellow as well, because your red's not going to be any like animal products. So you would want to look at that if you are a vegan. Okay, so if you need, I'm going to stop sharing for a sec. I sent you in your Getting Started Right email with your checklist. This is how I made my workout schedule and my food schedule, and I sent you a copy of this so you could go ahead and print it out and fill in your containers here. You can see my workout block is in the afternoon, so I have all my meal option 1, 2s, and 3s up here, and I have put that in. And I put this on my refrigerator and have one in like a binder that I take to work just so I have reference of it. Okay, so let me look at my notes. So, okay, so that's our food. I want you to stay off the scale until the end of phase 1. So you'll weigh yourself at the beginning with your before pictures and everything. Then you're not going to weigh yourself until after phase 1. You are going to take progress photos every Sunday. So Sunday is the day you take your progress photos because your muscles aren't swollen and you don't have inflammation from working out. And I want you to take your progress photos in the morning, before you eat, and after you go to the bathroom. And I want you to wear the same clothes that you wore in your before pictures. And I want you to try to be in the same spot, in the same position. So front, side, back. Have somebody take the photos for you. Every Sunday I want you doing that because I promise you that's going to be your extreme motivator, because it's going to start showing results immediately. Like, you're going to start seeing them after the first week. They might be small, but you're going to see a difference. So make sure that you're doing that. And speaking of Sundays, on Sunday, your Time Nutrition looks a tiny bit different because you're not actually working out on Sunday. You are doing a recovery type day. So that means you're either doing the stretch video that 80-day Obsession has or the foam rolling video that 80-day Obsession has, but you're not doing like a full-blown workout or anything like that. So you actually are able to eat your meals in whatever order you want on Sunday. That doesn't mean you can like scramble your containers around. That just means you could eat your pre-workout for breakfast, and then you could eat your meal option 1 for your next meal, and then you could eat your post-workout meal. So you can reorder those however you want on Sunday, but when you are working out, everything has to be based around that workout block. So you can't move that pre- and post-workout meal around on the days that you're working out because they're meant for your workout, pre- and post-workout meal. So that is Sunday, and you will also not do the performance line on Sunday because you're not working out, so you don't need the Energize and you don't need the Recover. So you will skip that, and you'll still do your Shakeology and everything like that. So that'll be your Sunday. That is phase 1. If you need any help with anything, because I know it seems like a lot, but I promise you, you'll learn this so quick, and it'll be like you don't even have to think about it. I don't even have to think about it. I know when I'm supposed to be eating. I know what meat containers I'm supposed to be eating. It's so easy for me now. It's just I don't even need to really measure sometimes because now I know what everything looks like. And that's going to happen for you too. But if you need any help with your food plan, getting your time stuff right, just text me and I can say, okay, what time are you working out? And I can help write you one up, and then we can get that all figured out. Okay. If you have a schedule in which is not super consistent, let's say you don't know what you're going to work each week and you get your work schedule, like every Saturday, they tell you what days you're going to work and they're kind of different every week. Then that means you're going to have to sit down and plan out your workout blocks. Okay. Monday can work out at this time, Tuesday can work out at this time, and you're going to have to do it like that. That's the only way that it's going to work. You do not want to go into the week and not have a plan as to when you're going to work out. So having that workout time consistently is super important. So that was fun. I will see you again when we do phase 2. I'll do a phase 2 video. We'll talk about refeed day. We'll talk about recalculating for your plan. Just in case you lost a lot of weight, you might have to recalculate. And we will talk results and things like that. Have a good day. I will talk to you soon. Hopefully that was helpful. Feel free to text if you have questions. All right, bye.